We often complain about things we have no right to complain about. Expectations. We have expectations, standards, images, internal conversations about pretty much everything. About how life should go and about how people should behave. And the only downside to this is that when our expectations are not met, we tend to be disappointed, upset. We could get discouraged and we complain about it. But if you want to be powerful, ask yourself the question, what % of the time that you're frustrated or disappointed and that you want to complain, are your unfulfilled expectations actually based on something explicit that someone promised you and didn't deliver versus just you having expectations and then life not working out according to your expectations and you getting upset? I'm sure that if you're honest with yourself, you'll see that the majority of the time we are disappointed and upset and complain about expectations that were not based on anything that anybody promised us. I remember a time that I coached 2 high-performing managers, a man and a woman, and they used to be partners. They used to work in partnership, and they had a falling out, and now they were competing in the market. They were frustrated with each other. They had trust issues. They complained about each other everywhere. And they asked me to come in and to help them and have a breakthrough. So I started by speaking to the woman, and she went on, explaining to me how the other person is selfish, inconsiderate, insensitive. He should know better how to do this. He should be more sensitive about that. He should this and he should that. And when I spoke to the guy, exactly the same. And they never had conversations about it. They had expectations of each other that were based on just their own standards, their own internal conversations and images. So I want to give you 3 powerful practices that if you take on, you will suffer less and you will be more effective at driving what you want forward. Number 1 is about self-awareness. Next time you are frustrated, disappointed with something, some expectation that that was not met, and you want to complain about it, ask yourself the question, is this frustration, is my upset based on something that someone actually explicitly promised me and didn't deliver, or it's just based on an expectation that I had for whatever reason, and life not living up to my expectation? Number 2, don't complain about unfulfilled expectations that are not based on something explicit that someone promised you. You are welcome to complain anytime, but they're just not legitimate complaints. And thirdly, if you want something that you expect to happen for you, find someone who can make it happen and make an explicit request of them to make it happen. And if they say yes, if they promise, now it's a commitment. And you have all the right to expect them to fulfill their commitment. For them, you have the right to expect what they're promising you. And if they don't deliver what they say, you have the right to complain, or rather to hold them to account in a productive and effective way. And if you do these 3 things all the time, you will suffer less and you will be able to drive the things that are important to you more effectively. My name is Gershon Mader, and for the last 35 plus years, I have been helping companies of all sizes, all around the world, achieve extraordinary breakthrough results.